Howdy. I just wanted to do a quick video and some info for people with this truck. I was initially replacing a seal, ended up replacing the pump body cover, I guess it is, in the front of the transmission. Anyways, this is a 2007 Toyota Tacoma V6 4-liter with the automatic transmission, A750F, and there are a lot of models of Toyotas with this particular transmission. I think the FJ Cruiser, the Tundra, lots of them actually. Anyways, I couldn't find a lot of info on working on this transmission, man. I Googled tons of stuff. Anyways, I've got the transmission back up in. This is my third time, by the way. I thought it was a seal initially. It still leaked. Actually, I'll show you the pump body cover here first. And I put it back in. Then I had realized that there's a bushing in here that's pressed in, like chrome on one side, copper on the inside. And it had spun that bearing because, well, I think I started out with there's a couple of the old seals there. I put front end back in while I had it out. Anyways, that bearing in there had spun, so I put a new one in. It was loose, and I used some Permatex thread locker. One of the high strength or something, but it didn't really work. It slipped on me. Anyways, this is my third time. This transmission's back in again. I got that cover. This is the old cover. I got the new one for $260 at a shop in Annapolis Valley. I can't remember the guy's name right now. But one transmission shop quoted me like $700 for that. Toyota, I think, was over $1,000. Anyways, I'll just give you a few pointers here on this transmission anyway. There's no access underneath anymore, so to get the flywheel bolts is through the starter hole. That's an old sock I got stuffed in there, so I just installed my last one actually. I didn't want them falling down in the bell housing because then you've got some real problems. I had to disconnect some brake line fixtures to just push it out of the way gently. What else? My Y pipe had to come off my exhaust. First time I took the transfer case off and pulled it up. You can't see it under there, not from this angle. The first time I separated them and did it, and this last two times I pulled the whole unit down. It's a big job for one person, I'll tell you that. The transmission has no filler tube anymore, so stick under the hood. So you have to fill under here. This is the passenger side. There's the oil pan. Right, if I put my thumb on the corner of that oil pan, I can, with my middle finger, I can touch the filler plug up in there, right? That's a 24 millimeter. Drain plug 14. That's an Allen key. I don't know the size for checking the level. Yeah, lots of plugs on the transmission. Make sure you get them all unplugged. I did the first two times. Last time I forgot a couple plugs on my 4x4 gear and snapped some wires on the plug, so that's something I'll fix later. Frig. Yeah, trying not to swear. Apparently I have a bad habit of that. Anyway, this is what people do. Just black plastic pipe. I had the funnel case on there. That's an elbow, just household goods, right? And over the front wheel, this here, the curve of it and everything is perfect. If I slide it in there over the frame, it'll actually go directly into where that 24 millimeter filler is, and that elbow is just the right angle. I shove it in the hole, and there's my funnel there. I zip tie it to my antenna, and I can just fill comfortably. I started out with 5 each time before I started the truck. Always disconnect your battery, especially my starter's still wired up. I just unhooked my battery. I don't know what else I could tell you. The seals for these transmissions front and back are like $10 each, but I did get some higher quotes on those, but average $10 each. Yeah, that pump cover, it's delicate, man. If you pull it out, there's a couple of rings in there you have to be aware of. I can show you on this pump, actually. If you turn it over, there's a ring goes on here, just like a cover, like a washer, but with edges to it to cover the top of that bearing. And then there's another one that goes in here, but it goes on the bearing inside the transmission first. And you put the other one on your component here, and then carefully slide them in. Make sure you line up your bolt holes first. It only goes one way. Anyways, if you're working on these things, I hope that's helpful. If there's anything I forgot, I will leave it in the comments. Click like if you wish. Yeah, like I say, this transmission is hard to find info on. If you need to know something, ask me. I've been messing with this for a bit now, and I've got her figured out. Thanks.